Okay, this short video just addresses a common mistake that I see in people's F2Ls, and it's relating to regrips. So for example, if you have an F2L case like this, with this edge and this corner, the solution is just RU prime R prime U2 RU prime R prime. So to pair up the edge with the corner and then insert it. But what I'll see sometimes is people executing it like this. So they'll start with kind of a standard grip, and then they'll regrip RU prime R prime, then regrip again, U2, then regrip again and do RU prime R prime. And that's 3 regrips that could be completely avoided by doing something like this. So starting with the right thumb on the front, so keeping it on the front, just do R, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime. And I guess the key there is to make sure that when you do the U prime, that your thumb kind of transfers slowly from this edge piece here to somewhere on this right face so that it comes down straight away. Another example of avoiding regrips is for a case like this. So the solution is RU2, R prime, U prime, RU, R prime. And if you're starting with the thumb on the front here, what a lot of people do is regrip like this and then do RU2, R prime, U prime, RU, R prime. So do it all with their right hand apart from the U prime. Whereas it's possible, definitely possible and definitely practical to do something like this. So start with the thumb on the front, RU2 prime. And I guess as you're doing the U2 prime, you lift your thumb up slightly. So U2 prime, so your thumb doesn't move. Bring it back down, U prime, R, U, R prime, like that. And the U can be performed like this. So in the first case I showed you, it was very obviously better to avoid the regrips. In the second case, it was probably slightly better to avoid the regrips. However, in a case like this, I think regripping is probably a decent option and a little bit safer and a little bit quicker. So if we have a situation like this, the solution would be RU, R prime, U prime, RU, R prime. And to try and do that whilst avoiding regrips is definitely possible and definitely something to try, and sometimes using your solves and do something like this. U, R prime, U prime, U, R prime, like that. Or maybe you can go RU, R prime, U prime, RU, R prime. But also regripping like this and just doing the whole thing with your right hand apart from the U prime is pretty fast and probably a lot safer than trying to do moves like that. So in summary, for right-handers, it's good to be mindful of kind of where your right thumb is on the cube and how that relates to the number of regrips that you'll need to do for any particular F2L case. But it's important not to try and completely avoid regrips, because there are certain situations in which a regrip makes the solution either faster or more safe or things like that.